Okay. Is this the other place I was supposed to go to? Maybe. You! Down there! Yeah? You are so small. Positively minuscule. A regular little zooplankton. I love it. Have your people contact my people. We simply must do lunch. My people? I'm telling you, dude. Ancient civilizations were way more advanced than we thought. They built all sorts of stuff out of the natural environment. They had no need to wait for Trash Island to show up. Wait, like those medieval nutjobs in the shallows? Advanced my shell. No. Way cooler than that. They made stuff that still hasn't been recreated today. And they did it with magic. Alright. I think you need to lay out the seaweed. Oh my god. Whoa. The fuck? Just taking it one day at a time. Maybe one day I can afford to take it a whole week at a time. Not getting my hopes up, though. Everyone calls me Krusty. Hey, Krusty! Over here, Krusty! Yo, Krusty, how's it going? I'm so tired of it. I'm sorry you have to deal with all that name calling. That's the worst part. It's my real name. Whoa. Why aren't you wearing a shell? You look cold. Just waiting for the right one, I suppose, kid. Honestly, I like it down here where it's dark. Feels cozy, like being under a rock. I just wish the houses didn't get so soggy. I used to work out in the Vale, sorting garbage for Shellfish Corp. Things outside the reef have been getting scarier lately. Crabs losing their minds, new predators coming in, no thanks. No job is worth that. I'll take my chances in the city. At least the only predators I gotta worry about here are the loan sharks. Yeesh. My commute to Flotsam Vale is getting worse all the time. I gotta take a fish car. I heard it's pretty affordable. Sure, it used to be. They only kept prices low until they could run Crab Taxi out of business. Crab Taxi was just a scheme by wealthy investors to take funding away from the scale rail. And the scale rail was only going to serve privileged neighborhoods in the first place. So screw it. I'll swim there myself if I have to. Well, that doesn't seem feasible. Alright, what are you guys up to? Fuck. Sorry, pal. No entry here right now. Still cleaning up this path after last trash day. I'll have it done soon. Promise. Can you really clean all this up by yourself? They'll fire me if I don't, so yes. Jesus. Used to be I had a job up topside. Quick thing, helping some well-to-do family with some trash moving. There was a fine fella who seemed to take a shining to me. Sometimes I wonder what he's up to. Hey, buddy. You ought to get a load of my friend here. This crowd will tell you how things really are. They'll say the stuff we're all thinking in private. The kind of stuff the topsiders don't want you to hear. You hear? No? He's wearing a ravioli on his head. This place sucks. That's what he had to say. No more discussion. I'm heading to Flotsam Vale, and that's that. Dad, you gotta quit that job. Didn't you read the studies? Working around all that gunk totally damages your brain. It's scientifically proven. It's a load of crap. It's a load of crap. A load of crab, if you ask me. If my brain was getting damaged, it'd have happened by now. I've already been working for Shellfish Corp for... How many tides was it again? Yeah. Okay, let's head back up. Look at that big stupid museum. Oh, right. What's the point of a whole building to store old crap from the past? Call me when you start showing off objects from the future. I mean, it's to preserve history, my man. Excuse me, what is this building? What ho, little one? You stand before the new Carcinium Museum of Carcinized History, I'd say. Oh, neat. Could I go in? Apologies, but the museum is currently closed to the public while we put the finishing touches on the new exhibit. Oh. Hey, I'm looking for a tall shark who stole my shell. You seen anyone like that? Can't say I have. But if I'd traveled here to fence stolen goods, I'd start in the lower crust down beneath us. Gotcha. Thanks. Be careful down there, I say. Oh, I've already been down there, though. It's gotta be here. It's gotta be somewhere. I just gotta find where that shark went. This city is so big. How am I ever gonna find my shell? This place is so stupid. It's so loud. Why couldn't anyone just leave me alone? Everywhere I turn, someone's trying to take something away from me. Or sell some kind of... Scuttle right up, fellow citizens. Pronathon? Pronathon? He's wearing my shell. Scuttle right up, fellow citizens. It's the grand opening of the pawn shop, full of legitimate Shallows-made wares. We got plastics, we got metals, we got packing foam. We got garbage you ain't even heard of yet. What the... That's my shell. What ho, gentle crab? Hi, how's it going? Truly terrible, but I can't let that keep me down. I have an endeavor that will see me in the big cans at last. I can't possibly fail again. That's my shell. Are you serious? This guy's still following me? Alright, play cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Seriously, give that back. It was stolen from me by a jerk shark. First off, that shark seemed super cool and chill to me. Second of all, he sold it to me fair and square. You want it back, you gotta buy it like everything else in the store. That's how the prawn shop works, baby. How much? And what can I actually pay with? Depends what you got, Belle. I've got a few microplastics, I guess, and some string. Look, that shell's really important to me. Could I work for it or something? I'll do anything. Anything, huh? I guess you could I guess I could probably come up with some arduous and meaningless time sinks for you to partake in and earn your shell back. For starters, why don't you scrape the barnacles off my sweaty... Wait, did you hear that? Hear what? Belay this conversation, kid. Trash Island is here. This always catches me off guard. I gotta get ready before I miss out on some prime plastics. Hey, I'm not done talking to you.
Trash day! It's trash day! Everyone get your baskets! Don't miss out!
The fuck?
Back off! I saw it first!
Get your own trash, bum suckers!
Whoa.
What is that thing?
I've never seen anything like it.
It's a message from the captain! It's got his face right on it! It's gotta be!
Excuse me? Excuse me, please. Pardon me. Excuse me, young lady. As New Cassinia's official historian, I'm sure I can shed some light on... My God! If I'm not mistaken, this is part of a map! A map showing the way to a most valuable treasure, I say! If someone were to find its missing pieces and decipher them, why, they'd be rich beyond their wildest dreams, I say!
Rich? I like the sound of that. That treasure's as good as mine. I'll be able to afford the flashy shell in the ocean, you know?
Not if I get there first! Think of all the tourists that treasure can bring to our city!
Well, don't you count out us bottom-siders. You'll be eating your hat when I get that treasure and fix up my restaurant.
It would appear the hunt is on, I say. The first stop on the map seems to be the forest to the north of here. May the best crab...
Whoa.
Apologies for the interruption, folks. I seem to have misheard something. I could have almost sworn there were some citizens here planning on unearthing some valuables. Need I remind you all how threatening the ocean is outside this reef? I'd hope it would go without saying that the duty of such a dangerous excavation would fall to the Shellfish Corporation. That would be safest for all involved. Don't you agree?
Yeah, we hear you, Roland. No problem.
Then, as Shellfish Corp's CEO and this fair city's de facto mayor, I suppose no one would have any objections to my taking sole control of this treasure hunt. Are we all in agreement?
Oh dear. I suppose that sounds all right with me, I say.
You hear what they're talking about over there?
Sounds like some kind of crazy treasure hunt.
Hey, kid, I just got an idea. If you can go get that treasure they're jawing about, I'll gladly trade your shell for it.
For real? You'd really do that?
You bet. A prawn never goes back on his promise.
Aw, yeah! I'm gonna find that treasure!
Haha, yeah, you go, kid! Roland can't tell us what to do! That treasure belongs to whoever can find it first!
The corporations don't control us!
I suppose a little friendly competition is only fair. I hope you know what you just dove into, kid. See you in the open ocean, treasure hunters.
What did we just get ourselves into? Dang, that was crazy with a capital Z. You really stepped in it now, kid. That squid that hangs around Roland doesn't think twice about disappearing people. You told me to. Hey, I recall merely making a suggestion, pal. But the offer still stands. If you can get me that treasure, the shell's all yours. Okay, well, where do I start? Weren't you listening to that old dude? It's off in the grove, way north of here. You've got a bit of a walk ahead of you. Great. Well, I guess I have no choice now. I'm on this treasure hunt, whether I like it or not. Oh yeah, one more thing. If you find any other junk out there, I'll take it off your hands for some microplastics. Fair's fair. Okay. Fuck yeah. Tackle pouch. This will let you carry more barbed hooks at once. Perfect for the kind of psycho who is always getting into fights with fish. Oh, I can buy home for 900 for almost $1 billion. This feels kind of unethical. What is it even? There. Leaving the city in today's climate? How frightful. But if we all work together, I'm sure we can find that treasure and come back in one piece. We could build a new church with that kind of money. Our faithful will worship in the parking lot no more. So we have to find the treasure. The treasure map, rather. Junk. Use this to reset your levels or abilities? Permanently increases vitality. Oh, I see. Heavens, what excitement. I'll be tagging along on your little treasure hunt. I simply must document it for all my followers. Who are followers? You know, followers. People who follow me around, just desperate to know what I'm up to. Do you mean to tell me you don't have any? The upper crust and the lower crust. Whoops. That's where I'm already at. Let's increase our attack. Well, that was quite the clamor, I say. It's not every day you see someone go claw to claw with Roland. I didn't know I didn't know I was going to cause such a commotion. Oh, well, if you ask this old man, it's about time someone stood up to that bully. He's been attempting to pave over my museum for God knows how long. But I digress. We've got to get a move on if we want to beat Roland to the punch. As I said, the first stop on our journey is the Grove. Head out of the city and keep traveling north. You'll reach it eventually. Just take care to not get devoured, I say. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, you don't say anything extra. Oh yeah, this is gonna rule. A real chance to go up against my idol, Roland. Idol? You like that guy? Of course I do. He's a business genius, you know. Roland came into this town with nothing save the clothes on his back and a trash scavenging empire that goes back generations. And he built that empire up into a somewhat bigger empire, all on his own. Why go after the treasure if you think he's so cool then? You really don't know the first thing about business, kid. Sure, I respect Roland, but we're also in the same market. That makes us rivals. The free market demands I do the best to one-up him. That's the spirit of healthy competition. Uh-huh. Just drifted into town and you're already making waves, kiddo. If it wasn't for you, we'd all just rolled over and let Roland step all over us like usual. So we're all going after this treasure then? Seems like it. If that old-timer who runs the museum ain't pulling our claws, whoever gets that treasure's gonna have some serious pull around town. But honestly, as long as someone gets it who ain't Roland, most of us will be darn pleased. Who is that guy anyway? Why does everyone hate him so much? Roland? Only the CEO of Shellfish Corp, the largest trash scavenging operation out there. Besides, what if a few independent traders haul in with their own 2 claws? All trash that makes its way into New Carcinia goes through Rowan. And he's got some deep pockets. Shellfish Corp owns most of the buildings in town by now, and charges a pretty plastic for the privilege of living in them. Those of us down in the lower crust, you could say that we ain't really fans of the way things are going. So, taking him down a peg by waving some treasure in his face? I can think of a lot worse ways of spending a tide or two. But enough about Roland. We gotta make tracks toward that treasure. That museum curator told us to head toward the grove, right? I've been to the grove before. Meet me just out of town if you need a nudge in the right direction. Yes, ma'am. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. A real treasure hunt. This is the sort of thing you read about in books as a little crablet. Do you think we'll fight a shark? Or a bobbit worm? Or one of those horrendous monstrosities that live only in the deepest depth of their drain? I really hope not. I really hope not either. Well, then. Where are we going? This way? Wait, what? To the grove. Oh, head out north. Okay. Alright. Oh, where does this go? Oh. It's like being Spider-Man. Where does this go? Does this just go around? Oh, this takes me back down here. Is this even where I want to be? No. Alright. Oh, Jackson. Every day I find myself looking down wishing you were up here with me, claw in claw. The tide we crossed paths, I was immediately smitten. But my family would never approve of me with a commoner. But there's nothing common about you. Maybe one day I'll possess the courage to tell you, but until then I shall yearn from afar. What are you staring at? See this here? best view in the lower crust. To be honest, just looks like a stinky alleyway to me. Aye, the very stinkiest. Brings a tear to one's eye, don't it? Huh. Nice. Ooh, got more trash. Or junk. Okay, we need to head north. Hi. Roland owns most of the industry around here. There aren't many folks around brave enough to stand up to him, but you've really got us all fired up. He's gonna regret it if he thinks we're just a bunch of soft shells. So says I, Bartleby Shoals. Oh, you're Bartleby Shoals. I, Bartleby Shoals. Okay. North. We need to go north. Can I buy another one? No. Another time, perhaps. What? Okay. That sounds good. Okay, we need to go north. Out this way. Oh, I was going the right way before. New Carcinia.